What's up, guys, and welcome to this new PFCFL draft recap. So, once again, today we're with a new coach. His name is Steven Kerr. He's from Northern Ireland. So, say hi, Steven.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. So ready for this recap?
I am, yes.
All right. So, Steven is gonna coach the Lisburn Rapidashes. It's a new team. He's taking over for Martin Gonzalez, who left the league after season one. Um, so he didn't play in season one. He has no kills, no deaths, as you all know. But this season he's gonna play in the Kalos West Division. So first of all, we'll ask Steven, what's your background in Pokemon gaming, and why did you decide to join this league?
Well, I actually only started quite recently, and whenever X and Y came out, um, I did play it. I did play Red and Blue, through my childhood and stuff like that. But then I only really discovered competitive battling once the internet capabilities with 3DS came through, as I always kind of had trouble getting the previous consoles online.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why did you decide to join this league in particular? Is there anything about the GBA slash UCL format that you prefer to traditional leagues?
Yeah, it it does allow you to kind of it forces you to look at things differently. Prepare for stuff. When you have to prepare for everything, it means it does kind of cap what you're able to use.
Hmm.
Whereas if you have a set list of Pokemon you have to face, there is things that can shine through that would never have a chance otherwise. So it's definitely interested in that sort of regard.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Anything else?
I think also you find a lot more skilled battlers this way than you would, a lot more prepared battlers this way than you would through regular battles, and a lot less of the, OU meta that you have to face almost
Hmm.
every time you battle in regular format.
Yeah, because you need to bring at least one Pokemon per tier every battle, so you're gonna see a lower tier Pokemons. That's like obvious.
Yeah,
Okay,
pretty much.
all right.
Only so much Talonflame and Lando you can face, really.
Yeah, there's no Talonflame so far. People are allowed to sign it as a free agent, but nobody took the chance to draft it. So, all
Yes.
right. So, let's talk about your team a little bit. So, you picked up a team that was already midway through the draft. So, you just brought a few changes to your team. First Pokemon of your team is Mega Gardevoir. So, why did you decide to keep it?
I think with Mega Gardevoir is it is definitely a powerful Pokemon. If I wanted to sweep with it, I could sweep. Or
Hmm.
if I wanted to, go for a bulky cleric, that's an option too. Um, Overall, it's a very solid Pokemon to have.
All right. After Gardevoir, Tentacruel.
Tentacruel is actually one of the Pokemon that I love to use ever since I got into competitive battling. With its rapid spin and its typing's quite good as well. Um, so yeah, I can't complain.
All right. A Pokemon that many people wanted in a RU round, but you end up with it, and it's Gastrodon.
Yeah. Um, Gastrodon's a very, very solid Pokemon to have. With it's only got one weakness, and it's very bulky. I have plenty on the team to cover that grass weakness if it comes to it. And I think that it will see some use throughout the season for sure.
Okay. Um, First, a new Pokemon was Ninetales, but you decided to swap it for Raichu. So, want to explain this?
Um, I think I think with Ninetales I didn't fancy it as without even with Drought it wouldn't do any good for my team anyway. But without it, it's just even less appealing. You know,
Yeah.
not very much you can do with it, which people will probably disagree with, but that's just my thought on it anyway.
Okay, and why Raichu?
Um, Raichu's got very versatile. it's very tricky. You kind of have to guess what it's going to do. You know, a lot of people will underestimate it for sure. I think that's something I was looking forward to because it's fast for starters and it can hit hard on both ends of the spectrum. You know, so it's also got knockoff, great great utility, and it also it can spread status. It's the evolution of the mascot. They're gonna give it. It's gonna have some tricks up its sleeve.
All right. Then second OU Pokemon, you had Celebi on your team, but you decided to swap it for Zapdos. So a second electric type.
Yeah. It's when I realized I only had one hazard remover on the team, I thought, you know, it's not gonna hold up most weeks as basically anyone with a scarf EQ, not even a scarf, just anything generally fast could just stop it in its tracks. You know, not even ground. There's psychic types. You know, it is it's very easy to dispose of from a physical side of things. It would have it's handy to have the option.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't want to have to rely on bringing it every single battle if I don't feel comfortable that it can do its job against an opposing team.
Okay, cool. Um, so you decided to keep Roserade as your second UU Pokemon.
Um, Cruiser is interesting. It's one I've never used before. I thought, you know what, it can have any type beside Fairy as a base 90 attack through Hidden Power and Technician. Um, it can be quite bulky. I can use it to get rid of toxic spikes or set them. You know,
Mhm.
it can be surprising for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing what it can do.
Okay. Delphox as your second RU Pokemon is a Pokemon I also wanted a lot, but you end up with it. Uh, are you happy?
I do like Delphox, and I did need a fire type, and Ninetales wasn't going to cut it. Delphox is another one that's fast and somewhat versatile. It's got a good ability, you know, with Magician, which I can exploit against certain teams, you know, that are very item reliant, like
Yeah.
Chansey, you know, um, basically anything that relies on leftovers or its choice item. You know, I could use Magician to take that away from them, or I could just go straight up Blaze with Focus Sash and get a real powerful flamethrower or something after a couple. If I've taken out the faster threats in the opposing team.
Okay. Second NU Pokemon is also an electric type, but this one is more known as a physical attacker. Um, Luxray is a good Pokemon, I think.
Yeah. Basically, Talon Flame is a thing. I'm not gonna lie. My first two thoughts were Luxray. I mean, I'm not gonna use that many on new Pokemon, and two of the big threats that you can deal with being Sableye and Talon Flame, and the two different Luxray sets can deal with them both. You know, with Guts or Intimidate. Um, so yeah, it's definitely worth it. I wouldn't I wouldn't underestimate it. Definitely. It has great coverage as well with Play Rough, Superpower, Crunch, you know, all that good stuff. So definitely see usage.
All right. Bisharp as your third OU Pokemon.
Um, Bishop is doesn't need to tell anyone how good Bishop is. Personally, it's not my style. Um, if I do decide to trade in the first trade, I'd say Bishop probably would be up there. If not, I'm sure I can find a place for it in the team. A lot of ground weakness and, you know, some fighting resistance as well, some fire or fighting weakness, you know, with Mamoswine, which could be a very big part of my team. You know, it doesn't hold up well with that also in the team, so I'm not sure whether I'll keep it or not. Just have to wait and see.
All right. Talking about Mamoswine, he's your last UU Pokemon, so wanna talk about it?
Which one was that? Sorry.
Mamoswine.
Oh, Mamoswine, of course. I love Mama Swine. That's with that and Tentacool. I used to have an OU team that I used when I first started competitive battling, and Mama Swine and Tentacool were both on it. Um, I know a lot about them. I still have the one that I painstakingly bred when I first started competitive battling, and I dare say it's definitely going to be one to watch. I mean, everyone knows what it's capable of, and
Yeah.
basically it can do its job well.
Okay, cool. Um, Last Staryu Pokemon was Sigilyph. It can be a very tricky Pokemon both to use and to face. So you're gonna have to be careful with it. But if you can use it correctly, you're gonna win a few battles with that.
Interestingly, I've recently just won one, not too long ago. It's just been 1 or 2 weeks before I signed up. I agreed to do this, and I always had the base set, the Psycho Shift one, which has been useful. But the set I've got at the minute, the other set I have at the minute, is definitely very interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it does. Um, it it's exciting. It's kind of hard looking at the team. It's hard to fit them all in, but Sigilyph will definitely have a role to play throughout the season.
All right. Last Pokemon, Kingler, a Pokemon that I like a lot. It's very underestimated. Wanna wanna talk about it?
Yeah. I never actually used the Kingler before this either.
Okay.
Um, Definitely got good physical bow and a very hard hitter. But there's other sets out there that are definitely intriguing to try. I don't think anyone will know exactly what they're going to face when they see it. They could want to hit it on the special side. Um, they take it out quickly, or they might want to try and stall it out, or just get rid of it as soon as possible. But it it's hard to tell exactly. If I was to face a Kinglet myself, I wouldn't know what was coming. So I hope in that regard that it can get some work done.
Yeah.
Um, just because no one knows basically what it's gonna do.
Yeah, it's the surprise effect, and it's got good abilities in Hyper Cutter, so its attack cannot be lowered by Intimidate. Sheer Force, even though it doesn't have the best move pool to benefit from it. Um, Stuff like that. I think Kingler uh, is gonna be a good Pokemon for you. Okay, so now that we're done with your team and you see the global portrait of the entire draft, what would be your surprises and deceptions? So something that you didn't think you would be able to get and you got, and vice versa.
Zapdos for sure. It was a huge surprise that was free. Um, it was between that and Excadrill, which is still free. But with like I said, with my ground weakness, it was too much of a risk to take Excadrill either. So I was glad to get Zapdos. Um, there is still a couple out there that are free. I know that's not what you asked, but um, in my team itself, I think just Zapdos. None of the Pokemon stand out as the obvious go-to picks. Besides, like I said, Zapdos, maybe Tentacruel,
Maybe
and
Mamoswine.
Mamoswine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Mamoswine there as well. Um, Bisharp is a huge surprise that I got, which was weird for me because it was one that I'd never ever go for. Like I said, it's just not my style.
Okay.
But yeah,
Deceptions? Something that you really wanted but you could not have?
Mega Venusaur. Um, I love Mega Venusaur,
Well,
to be
it's still
honest.
available. You can swap Mega Gardevoir for it. Um,
Um,
it's only regular Venusaur that was taken.
yeah. I think I would be up. I don't know. I have to see what the team does. I don't want to change too much
Okay.
without at least giving it a try, because the whole point of it is trying new things. Um, like I said, that's why I kept Roserade on Kingler. Um, Ninetales was just a step too far. It's just something that wasn't
Yeah.
exciting for me. So we'll have to see how it goes from there.
Okay, good. You look at your team and you look at the rest of the league and the players in your division. You look at their team. Where do you position yourself against your rivals?
I generally don't know. I do consider myself a very strong battler. I know a lot of the people who I've battled with in the past think the same, but at the end of the day, it's about enjoying myself,
Yeah.
meeting new people. Um, the win, to be high up would be nice, would be fantastic, but at the end of the day, as long as I get to battle some interesting people, learn some new strategies, I'll be happy enough.
Okay.
Um, but hopefully, top half of the league would be a good first season for me.
Okay. So basically, you just answered my next question, which was what would be your objectives? So we're done. Thanks a
Yeah,
lot, Steven, and I wish you good luck for the PFCFL Season 2.
of course. Thank you.
Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. If you guys want to follow the PFCFL from the inside, the link to the group will be in the description below. Also, please visit our friends at Poketown, so that's www.facebook.com/group/Poketown. So, yep, I'm out. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace.